My name is NJ Huang and this is my senior project. I built a backyard aquaponics system. And this system is a media-based system, meaning I'm using a media, in this case lava rocks, to house the plants in. And it's also a flood and drain system, which means I'm using automatic bell siphons, and I'll touch on that a bit later. So let's get started over here with the fish tank. It's just a 30-gallon storage container from Home Depot. In here I have some fathead minnows, comet goldfish, and a koi right there. And basically these fish have been in here for about a little over 2 months. They've been doing really well. I've only had a small amount die on me. There, you can see the koi kind of swimming around there. And yeah, they've gotten a lot bigger. Definitely seem a lot healthier. The colors are more vibrant, and they've just been really, interesting to watch. I come out here every day and feed them, and it's pretty relaxing and just nice just watching them swim around. And into the fish tank I have this oxygenator, just providing the fish with oxygen for them to thrive. And then from there, this main pipe takes the dirty water from the bottom and it brings it into this canister filter here. Essentially what this is a hybrid between a swirl and a mechanical filter. So once the water goes into here, it has a swirl, and I have the diagram in the work log section of the website, so you guys can check that out if you want to. But I also have aquarium filter here, so as the water comes up, it's getting cleansed as it goes through that filter. And then the dirty water that does stay at the bottom, I can easily just drain out using this ball valve. So basically once the water comes to the top, it's pretty clean. It's clean of all of the solid debris. And then that pipe takes it into here. But before we go to there, I do have these two pipes coming out of the fish tank as well, but they're draining water from the top, so it's not carrying any waste. And that's just because I had problems with overflowing in the beginning, so I had to add these two just to combat that. So anyways, into the sump tank we go. Here we are. The clean water is housed in here, and from this tank, this pump takes the water up into these two grow beds. The first grow bed I have here is kind of focused primarily on regrowing kitchen scraps. So all of these green onions you see here were regrown from kitchen scraps, and as well as the celery. It's about 10 inches tall. That was regrown from just the end of a celery plant that we used to cook. And then I have a mint and a basil here. The basil's doing pretty well, but the mint is really just thriving over here. Probably gonna have to cut it soon. And yeah, moving on, we have the second grow bed here. We have a early grow tomato that was locally grown, and it's about to produce fruit. As you can see, the flowers are starting to fall off, and in their place tomatoes will form. And then over here is a hybrid cherry tomato that has produced fruit. I did harvest one yesterday, and here are some more. Some growth over there. Over here is a squash plant that hasn't produced fruit yet, but it is flowering, so it's an indicator that it will start to produce soon. And back here are some chives, which the chives and the green onions I've been able to harvest, I would say about maybe twice, 3 times a week, just for using in the kitchen, and that's been really nice. I just come out here, get some super fresh scallions and chives. And basically we'll move on over here. We have this automatic bell siphon that's made out of a couple of plastic bottles, and I did this was made by, first I drilled a hole at the bottom here. I put a uniseal bulkhead there, and I'll have a video linked on the website of how a bell siphon works. But essentially what this does is, as this water is continuously flowing into the storage container, it flows up to a certain point, and once it gets to that point, it all drains out, and it does that cycle of just filling and draining, and that's known as a ebb and flow system, or I mean a flood and drain system. Basically, this provides oxygen to the plant's roots, so the plants get a chance to get oxygen when it's drained, and then that cycle of flooding and draining is beneficial to that, just getting oxygen. And yeah, so I have this one draining back into the sump tank. As you can see, it's activating now, the siphon. And I have this grow bed draining back into the fish tank, and that is also activating now. And this is also giving oxygen too, as you can see the bubbles coming up. And there's the koi again. And this was basically just because at first I had both of the grow beds draining into the fish tank at first, and I ran into a lot of issues with overflowing and stuff like that, so I had to kind of redirect that water flow and have one go into the fish tank and one go to the sump tank. And ever since then, water flow rates have been really nice. I haven't had any overflowing or anything like that. And the last thing is that I have this pump on an automatic timer, which is on from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. in 15-minute on and off intervals. And this just, it saves power, and it's a balance between saving power and not having stagnant water, which is what I don't want. So I found that just 15 minutes on and off from morning to night is a good way to do that. And yeah, I had a lot of fun building this. It's definitely something that I would see myself pursuing. And like, what I mean by that is aquaponics is pretty modular, I guess. So if I wanted to, I could add another grow bed, and I do plan on doing that this summer. So yeah, this project was really fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, thank you.